Hi everyone, it's me, Twilla, and I am here in my garden today. It's early August. It's a cool day. We had a lot of rain last night and it's been really refreshing. Just wanted to show you a few things that have come along since we last met here a few weeks ago. First thing is this planter of Nymphaea, or hot poker plant. I love this plant. I started it from roots maybe 3 seasons ago. The first year, I didn't have any flowers at all. But then I took this into the garage, brought it out in the spring the following year with a little fertilizer, and it came along like gangbusters. And then this year, even more flowers. So really love this plant. One of the great things I have to say about this year, because it has been challenging, some things are not doing as well as they usually do, is that there have been some surprises. And one of the surprises I want to show you is just over here. So I have been growing Verbena bonariensis in my garden for 2 seasons. I did it, and then last year I saved seeds and I had nothing come up when I was trying to start seeds in the spring. So I thought, oh well, no Verbena bonariensis. But look, Mother Nature surprised me. This one's self-seeded and it is just so beautiful. These lovely little tufts of purple flowers. The bees go bananas for them and they bounce in the breeze. They're just lovely. And you know what's great? Sometimes you get one magnificent standalone specimen and then you just look a little further over and you end up with a whole zone of them. And I think what happened here is I remember trying to collect seed and shaking a plant and trying to catch the seed in the envelope, and obviously I scattered some. So this is just starting to bloom, but when it's fully going, I think it's going to be great. I've got some daylilies and things in here that are a little bit choked out, but I think it's going to be cool. Another sort of experiment. And that reminds me, I noticed quite a few people have watched my starting clematis from seed video, my lone pine clematis seed that I got from my friend Bob. And I just wanted to show you that I did have some success. I had 3 little babies come up. I'll just got 2 right here. And you can see there are a few little, it's not only sprouted, but there's little branches coming on these. So I have to start thinking about what I'm going to do with them. How am I going to overwinter them? I've grown clematis from seed before, and it always looks like this. This looks pretty wimpy, but next year what comes up will be sturdier, stronger, bigger leaves. So this is the start. So I'm going to put them in a bed where they have some room and where it's sunny but not too sunny, where it's free draining and the soil is good. Like nothing too strong in one direction or another in terms of full sun or full shade, and we'll hope for the best. I've got 3, just 2 here, but 3 altogether, so I'm pretty excited about that. And that leads me to one more thing before we draw our little video to a close. I have another kind of experiment that involves some planting, but we're going to go over to another area and we'll talk about it there. Okay, come with me. All right, so here's the latest and greatest experiment. So I have quite clay heavy soil here, and Greg and I have been dreaming of having succulents in our garden, like hen and chicks and things like that, and it never works out. They might establish in the season, but in the spring they just rot out, and I think it's just too wet because of the soil. But then we traveled to Spain and we saw these prickly pear cactus, and then we were at Greenland Garden Center and they had hardy ones for zone 4, and so look what happened. We came home with one this spring. It's been growing away. It bloomed. It has 3 new things on it. So I'm really excited to try something, but I don't know if this is going to work. What I'm going to do is I'm going to make a soil mix, put it in a planter, and then this is going to go in the garage, the insulated garage with all the other treasures in the winter. And hopefully that's cool enough to keep it dormant, but in the spring when it comes outside, it will go again. So here we are. But one thing I've noticed about this is in this bin right here, I'm just going to put my gloves on. This soil is a commercial mix that is for cactus and succulents and palms, and it's very airy not moisture retentive, which is good. But when I look at the mix that's actually in this pot that the cactus seems to really like, it has bigger, chunkier bits in it. So I sort of feel like I need to amend it. So I've got a few things here that I'm going to add. First of all, I'm going to add some of this calcined clay or Monto clay, and it's a potting medium that gets used in things that really need great drainage. So I'm going to add this in, maybe not all of it, just some of it, to increase that, and it adds some chunks. It's not quite as big as what's in that pot, but it's similar. And then I've got perlite, which will increase drainage further. Probably just use all of that. And then I had some bark chips for my orchids, and I thought, why not, right? Add some bark chips, that's big chunky pieces, so they'll go in. And then just for good measure, because all the other plants in the garden seem to be responding really well to compost, so I might be counteracting everything I just did, but I'm just going to add a bit in. And I'm going to mix it up, and we're going to see how it feels. So it really feels good to get your hands in there, mix it up. And yeah, this is better. More like what's in the pot already, I think. So we'll give this a shot. We're going to head over to the planter now. It's kind of heavy. Oh my God. This is my planter. I gotta grab the cactus. This is the cactus. So the tag on this made note of the fact that I deliberately got one that didn't have big thorns because I have dogs. And but it does say on the tag that these little bumps can be irritating to skin, which is why I am most definitely working with gloves today. So we'll just set that there. I'm going to dump this in to my little planter. Don't know if you saw, but there's 4 big holes in the bottom of this, so it's definitely a planter with really, really good drainage. Oh my gosh, did I actually mix exactly the right amount? This is a total coincidence, everyone. Look at that. Okay, so here's my planter with my mix. My plan is to just put this cactus right in the middle, right in here. So I'm just making space. This has been rained on, so it's been very well watered. And here we go. Oh, surprisingly, that you can even see like some roots. Amazing. Okay. So just have to get down to the bottom, nice and deep, so that this guy can just drop right in and be deep enough in the pot. There we go. I think that's pretty much perfect. Perfect. All right. It's not 100% centered, but you know, asymmetry is where it's at. Okay, so here's my little cactus. I am going to give the surrounding soil a bit of water because what's in the middle where the cactus is very, very wet. But I just want to give this a chance to be of similar moisture level as what is in the cactus, and then I'll see if anything settles. I did buy an extra bag of the potting mix, so I can top this up if I need to. And so there it is. It's small right now, but if these 3 things are new this year, if it's happy, I think it will grow quickly. All right, so that's my latest, greatest project. This will go in the garage in the winter. Gregory will be carrying it, and I'm just really excited to see how it does. Okay, I hope everyone's gardening is going great. August already, the peak of summer, everything is at its best. And yeah, happy gardening, everyone. We'll see you again soon. Bye for now.